So now fast forward a year, your company makes over $1 a year, and you had an offer for an acquisition that would have made you $1 million. Why would you turn that down?
Well, the offer wasn't enough. That's one thing. Also,
that's wild.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it wasn't. And the other thing is like, I don't want to sell something that I'm not done with. If that makes sense. Like, I think there's a lot more to like, even not in terms of money. I think money is important, and like we're of course making money, but the real thing is like there's so much I still have to learn in this experience that I haven't. So I want to continue that experience because I'm learning a lot more than a lot of people just because of the scale that I'm doing things at now, you know? Mm-hmm. So you have to like any wrong decision now is like catastrophic because you actually have real people, real things happening, like I am paying someone's rent in Seattle, you know, like that is crazy to think, you know, like if I do something wrong, this person can't pay for his own house, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's like the level of stuff that like things are operating at. And I feel like that's really optimal because like it definitely like makes you think twice about the decisions you make. And it gives you a level of clarity and focus that you don't really get with other things that I haven't gotten before.
Interesting. And another thing that was interesting to me was even after your company was already making, and we can blur this, MRR, you still raised money even though you didn't have to. Yep. And you turned down all these deals, but the one deal you didn't turn down was Uber from F Inc. for a pretty good valuation from like our perspective.
I gave you guys a steal.
It was great.
And the reason I did that is two main things. One, the first day I got here, even the day when I was talking to Alex, I was like, okay, I wanna work out of here. Like I wanna be a part of this thing. And I had promised myself that day, like I had literally probably told every single person that was close to me at the time here, that, hey, look, like I'm going to be a portfolio founder, like just watch. And like everyone laughed at me. Like you guys even laughed at, like a lot of people, they were like, oh, they can't take this seriously, right? It's like you hear it every day from every kid that walks in. Right. Even if it wasn't to prove to you guys anything, it was to prove to myself something like, hey, like I said something and did it. So when I had the opportunity, when Founders Inc. reached out and they were like, hey, look, like, you've been here now for like a couple months and you've built something that's gotten our attention. We're interested now. Like, let's figure something out. And the other part was that this community helped me a lot, right? Like I wouldn't have gotten into tech or anything like that without this. So it's like, I wouldn't had built this thing if I didn't have this community. So in theory, I was willing to give like 100% of this company just to Founders Inc. just to be like around.
Come on, Uber.
Yeah.
You know?
And you trust Uber. You look at Uber.
I trust these guys, dude. Like I've talked to them and like they're super inspiring. Like Furkan, Hubert, like these guys are like idols to me. You know, like they're awesome, and I want to learn as much as I can from them. So as soon as I got that, I was really excited, and I was like, "Yo, let's do it." And by this time, I had like multiple offers, like more than and way better offers. Just
Dude
so
took
you
a
guys
Zoom
know.
call from Beverly Hills and dropped out halfway through.
I took a Zoom call with A16Z on an Uber on my phone, like that's how many calls we were doing. Like we had a bunch of calls with a bunch of people, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I don't need money. But when Founders Inc. was like, hey, look, we want to be a part of this. It wasn't about the money to me. Like, to be honest, we still have not used any, like that money is still untouched in our bank account. It is like, we don't need it. Right. Yeah. But what was needed was like Hubert and Furkan's like guidance and support and like them being like financially bought in so that like they have something to like push me